Is the MOVA P70 Pro Just a Dad approved? It absolutely is. Hello everyone, I'm Just a Dad, and today's video we're going to do buy or skip on the MOVA P70 Pro. I did purchase this robot vacuum cleaner with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video, and I don't receive free products. But I do use links. If you purchase this product or any product off of my website, justadadapproved.com, I do earn a small commission from that sale. Now let's get started. I loved having the P70 Pro at my home. In this video, you're going to see how it interfaced at my home, the app, how I love the app. We're going to go over the scorecard. You can see everything I'm talking about in this video on my website, justadadapproved.com. So who is this for? Well, it's just above the budget entry level. This is like mid-tier, just released, increased suction power for vacuuming. They're pushing the mop pads down with force now. So mop pads are doing an excellent job of mopping now. What else are they doing? They've improved the dock. The dock has these special heating pads that are heating the water up to almost boiling point to help keep the mop pads nice and clean and sterilize them, drying them with hot water. Now, the P70, what do we get with these kind of upgrade features? It can leave its mop pads back at the base station. So that's an upgrade that costs more, because you may want that if you have thicker carpets. What's also another upgrade? Well, we get an increased optical avoidance sensor and a camera on the front. Now, if you're worried about privacy, you can turn that camera on and off in the app, but it doesn't affect optical avoidance sensor. This has really good optical avoidance sensor, so if you have lots of kids, clutter, dogs have accidents, this would be an excellent robot to get. Where are some of the deficiencies? Well, it's got the standard wheels. What do I mean by standard wheels? These wheels are meant for just nice level floors, not a lot of transition height, about 20 mil, which is not much. We're going to talk about the MOVA V50 here in a minute, because that's going to be its main competitor. That robot has special arms it can deploy and go over different thresholds to get into different rooms. So standard wheels, which that way they're kind of saving some money, I get it. This shares all the parts with the MOVA P10 Pro, the Dreamy L40, the MOVA P50. These are all kind of tried and true robots. So maintenance, cost to own is cheap. Those parts are just cheap now. I don't know how else to say that. And they're readily available and easy. Maintenance on this is easy. This is a first-time homeowner robot vacuum cleaner. You're going to understand how to work on this relatively quick. I have all the videos to show you once, but after I show you once, you're probably not going to need it. So increased suction power, mopping, a combination in your home. If you got a lot of carpet, a lot of hardwood floors, it doesn't matter. This robot's going to do very well for you. The MOVA P70 has really good navigation. It vacuums in nice straight lines, as you're going to see here in the family room. It is able to go under furniture just fine. It is a little on the tall side with that LiDAR that's on top, but it does a really good job. I just love coming home to nice straight lines in my carpet from my robot vacuum cleaner. Now we're going to see that it can actually get under some really thin furniture. This fireplace, it can fit under. It has an LED light it can turn on. It has really good optical avoidance once it gets underneath there. Now let's check its mopping. It can extend that mop pad right up against the wall. I really do like that. It also has the side brush and it can extend right up into the corner. It's going to do a good job with the toe kick area here. It's going to get right next to the stove. Overall, just a really good robot vacuum cleaner for mopping up your kitchen messes. The P70 can push the mop pads down. Watch when the robot stops. The robot's body will move down from being lifted up. Let's go empty the dirty water tank on the P70. You're going to see here that, wow, that water is really dirty. It's doing a good job of mopping when you can see that. The MOVA P70 has really good optical avoidance. It avoided that fake poop, and it's going to avoid this cable. Both of those are extremely hard to do. It even avoids the sock. This is one of the best robot vacuum cleaners with optical avoidance I've tested, and it also did an amazing job in my home. Let's cut the dust bag open on the P70, and wow, it did an amazing job of vacuuming up pet hair, lots of dirt and debris. Now let's wash the parts. This has all the same parts as the P10 Pro, just a breeze to clean. Make sure you let all these parts dry first before you reinstall them, but I can't say enough things about how easy this one is to clean. I really love the MOVA app. You can zoom in, pinch and zoom. We can see right where the carpet is. It's got like a different color. I like that it puts different colors for the different rooms. And it just does a really good job of mapping my home. It's very intuitive, easy to use. We can go in here. We can do a vacuum only event, pick the different levels of vacuuming. We can do a mopping only event. We've got a slider scale. We can slide exactly how wet we want the mop. We can do a vacuum and mop together. What I really like is mop after vacuum. Again, with all the same settings. The MOVA app has just enough settings to really fine tune this for your home, but I love how many settings it has for the app. You can go in there and do room partition, pick the ground environment, have it clean in the direction of your floor. You can put no-go zones, and you can also put virtual walls, and you can also the cleaning sequence, which I really do love. The MOVA app is just packed with features to really fine-tune this for your home. I've been using this now for over 2 years. From the very get-go, it was easy to use. They've only upgraded it, and I absolutely love it. It is the best app out there for controlling a robot vacuum cleaner, which I consider to be the most important part of a robot vacuum cleaner, because this is the only way you are able to interface with it. Let's take a look at the scorecard. Hassle factor 10 out of 10. This is super easy to set up and use and maintain. Optical avoidance on it was really good. Overall, 8.8 out of 10. This is awesome. I love that it can leave its mop pads back at the base station. Mopping was a true highlight on this robot vacuum cleaner. So is it just a data approved? It absolutely is. This was a great robot to have. Who should buy this robot vacuum cleaner? Well, if you've got thicker carpets that a robot needs to leave its mop pads back at the base station, if you have a mixture of hardwood floors and carpet, this will do great. If you have thresholds, it may struggle a little bit with thresholds. This is very close to the MOVA P70 Pro Gen 2. I would get whichever one's cheaper. Okay, so I told you we were going to have to talk about the MOVA V50 because it's its competitor. This robot is over a year old. It's my 2026 robot overall pick of the year because of price point. Right now, it's like $700. Comes with $200 in accessories. That makes it about a $500 robot. Right now, the P70, again, prices are subject to change. That's just at the time of this video. To check the latest price, check my website, justadadapproved.com, where you can click on those links. It'll take you to Amazon. You can see the price. The P70 is $800. So we got the P10 Pro, we got the MOVA P20. These robots are kind of all over the place with price. So you would get the V50 if you needed threshold climbing. This has special wheels, just like the Dreamy X50, the Roborock Sarles 20, the Dreamy L50. These have wheels that it can go over about a 3-inch threshold. That works very well. Now, why else would I get it? Well, it is a little bit thinner, but I probably wouldn't get it for that. The MOVA P70, I thought mops just as good as the V50. I didn't see a huge mopping difference. Now, vacuuming, the P70 is a newer robot, so it does push the mop pads down just a little bit more, and it does have increased suction power. Did I notice it that whole much at my house? No, not really. So I would probably get the MOVA V50 if it was on sale right now. Hopefully the P70 is going to come on sale. Now, don't confuse this with the Z70. It's a mop roller, and it's just released. I haven't purchased mine yet. I'm going to buy it off Amazon. It's on the MOVA website right now, but I purchased my products through Amazon because I purchased the warranty through Amazon that covers all my products. I pay a monthly fee of like $18, and every product I purchase is covered under that warranty. And I like that warranty. It works very well. So that's why I wait. It's not for sale on Amazon yet. Once it is, the Z70, I will be buying it. Now we got the Gen 2, we got the P20. I just did my video on the P20. The Gen 2, if you're on a budget, the Gen 2 or the P20 are a great robot. They're your budget entry-level robots. Mid-tier robots, but the V50 kind of leans itself more towards flagship because it has the robotic arms that deploy and go over thresholds. So these are great robot vacuum cleaners. You can find my top picks on my website, justadadapproved.com. Again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. These robot vacuum cleaners are just easy to use, easy to maintain, and I think you're going to love them. Now, the best place to go to find these robot vacuum cleaner picks is justadadapproved.com. Up here in the top header, you're going to see best overall vacuums, best for pet hair, best under 1,000, best under 500, and best under 300. Let's check best overall. I don't give you 20 picks. I give you 5 of my top robot vacuum cleaners with the score. but I have all the information to back it up. If you want to read the full review, why did I pick the MOVA V50? Let's go see the full review. You can see the videos that I have right here to back it up. I have my 3-month real-world score test, my real-world testing results, cost to own, my robot specs that I think are important to robot vacuum cleaners, some quick buy it if, skip if, and then a simple review. Thanks everybody for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. Also check out where you can find all my approved products on my website, justadadapproved.com. You'll see a little link to it here at the end of the video. If you click on that, that's going to take you right to my website.